You need to try and pick off the units as. Look at the shields on the Martin.
Oh my god, the ball is gonna take him!
Welcome back to the IPL Season 2. This is Losers Round 1, and we begin yet another matchup, one that will inevitably send one of these players home. Will it be Dignitas Merz or will it be Vile State? We've got Dignitas Merz as our blue Terran spawning in the southeast position, and he is going up against Vile State, spawning in the northwest position. Now, State is going to be our pink Protoss, and Merz lately been performing very well in some online competitions. He's got just an insanely large talent pool to be able to practice with, and I think that that's actually really important. Something that we see a lot of great players in StarCraft 2 excel because of the teammates that they have the ability to practice with, talk about StarCraft, figure out what their strengths are, their weaknesses, etc., etc. And we are starting here on Shakuras Plateau. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't know that much about State. I do believe that I have seen him play in a couple of online cups before. Nothing where I think official games were, or the whole game or whole tournament was won by State. So I'm really curious, and hopefully you are too, to see how State's going to be able to do here. Obviously drop down to the losers bracket. Will he ultimately be going home, or will it be Merz from Dignitas? The first barracks is underway, and of course we will be cross positions, but State's going to actually scout the wrong position first and then make his way down, while the SCV is going to make his way over. It looks like he's going to go cross position, so he will get a quick early scout on that. Going to see that second pylon going down, and a gas here for State. Over on the other side, Merz right now getting his orbital pretty much on par with what you'd expect to see here. Because he doesn't have a gas and just has the one rack's going to go probably for a very, very quick command center. He's already making his SCV down. Now State kind of keen on this. Going to go mano a mano with this SCV, and the Marine is going to come out to chase that probe away, and he will make a low ground CC. So he's pretty sure he knows exactly what's going on, but the probe doesn't make it in. If we look at the vision, you can see there's absolutely no vision of it at all. But when you consider the fact that he saw no gas, he saw the fact that he's only on one rack, he's going to know exactly what's going on. Meanwhile, SCV kind of chilling over here. Is he going to try to do any sort of expansion block? Not typical versus Protoss, as we have Psycore now Warp Create research underway, and the first gas is now being populated. We have not seen a unit yet come out of that gateway, and he is going to drop it. He is, and Merz sees it, so trying to stay on top of the Nexus game. He is going to go ahead and go with the gateway Psycore, and then save up and drop, just stay ahead in the economy. A few more Marines are out, and wow, Merz suddenly exploding here a little bit as he throws down 3 more racks to make it a combination of 4. So he'll not get any sort of add-ons. He can continue to do this without gas. He's going to transfer over some SCVs, getting his mules done, and he's going to immediately go to an orbital. So this is going to actually be really, really solid here. Now, the key point to this, and, likely Merz threw down these 3 racks the moment that he saw that Nexus go down. Instantly, the Terrans saying to himself, okay, I know he's not going to have a whole lot of units, and what units he has are going to be pretty weak versus a massive Marines that I can get out through several production cycles. We already see them starting to streamline down here to the ramp of the natural, and we have 6 right now. But with those 2 racks finishing up, we'll have a lot of production. He's going to immediately rally over there, and there's 1 stalker out. So this 1 stalker is going to just stay right outside the base. Did he see the Marines? I mean, how many Marines did he see? These are kind of the questions we're asking ourselves. Let's just kind of look at State's vision. Oh, of course, I didn't even see that little pink pylon blending right in, because it looks like a little bit of aggression might come out here, and the Marines are going forward. Now, the Stalker's going to be forced to take this on. But versus, does he have enough Marines in order to do it? Remember, he can continuously warp in some units, trying to get that first stalker down. There it does go down, but losing a lot of Marines in the process, and it looks like it might be pretty much an exact counter to what Merz was going to be throwing at us here. A lot of Marines lost, and we do have a bunker going down with a few Marines at the front. But eventually, State's going to be able to come in here no problem. He's got 3 Zealots and 4 Stalkers out, and that might be enough. Now, Merz did have to send everything down to the bottom. He doesn't have a bunker at the top of his ramp, and he's only got a few Marines out now, and he is running away. He does have his first Marauder on the way with Stim about to finish. He's going to pull SCVs in order to fend this off. We have no more units being warped in right now by the Protoss. Zealots going after those SCVs, and oh my god, Merz is actually going to... He's actually going to stop this. Those 2 Stalkers have to get out of there. They don't have the Zealots anymore. They can move forward. Now we have more units being warped in, more Stalkers coming out. But the moment that that Marauder hits, suddenly that makes this army that much more deadly. However, keep in mind that Merz started with a build that was going to basically directly attack this. And Vile State was quick enough to basically get the pylon up and then get units out to give his own aggression to stop the Terran from going in with a crazy amount of Marines. Now the Marauders are out. Orbital going to be building SCVs and dropping mules. Taking a quick look at the economy. Right now the Protoss State way ahead of his opponent. Let's find out what he's doing inside his base. 1 SCV is getting all the information he needs as he sees Twilight Council and 2 more gateways going down for a total of 5. So he knows exactly what's up. Stalkers are going to make their way back to the base, and that SCV going over is actually going to be huge for Merz as he kind of knows what he can do. He knows that all the units return back so he can safely get his expansion back up. And will he just continue to produce off of these racks, these 4 racks? It looks like he is, but he's going to throw down a factory as well. Sim will be finishing up here in just a moment, also getting that +1 to weapons as there's the NG Bay right there doing its work. Now I have several Stalkers out, and he decides he's going to go with charge before blink, and that of course lets him get a more mineral heavy army, but he has 4 gases, so he's got some other options here as well. Going to throw down some pylons for vision just in case drop play might come in. Merz just going to take posture at his base. This is what a Terran does best. The aggression failed. He lost quite a few Marines, but now with the opportunity, of course, to just get as many units as he possibly can, start focusing on his upgrades. Actually, the first forge will be thrown down right next to that Twilight Council. And charge is finishing up here soon. It looks like State is going to move out. Remember, he still has this pylon over here, going to warp in some units to rendezvous with the rest of his army. At the front, another barracks going, or another bunker going down. This makes 3 total, and this is not going to be pretty here. Now, he doesn't have concussive shells yet, but it is being researched. Blink is now being researched as well with armor and Templar tech on the way. So Templar archives. I mean, the expansion from State was phenomenal. He held it off. He applied pressure. I mean, it put him ahead of the game as he's way ahead in the harvester count. And Merz playing a little bit of catch-up, but since he's just focusing primarily on a bio army, can afford to do that. Now, most importantly is getting out these medevacs that he switched. He built the reactor on the factory, switched it out with the starport. Going to be getting a 2nd starport and another reactor there as well. 3rd base going down for State, and he wants to stay ahead of this game here. Getting Storm now. Going to be great for the bio army. 1 Marine going to go out, see what kind of army he's dealing with. Not going to give away his charge by allowing the Stalkers to go ahead and take care of that Marine. And our first High Templar is out on the field. The question is going to be, what else is Merz going to do? Now, we did get the 2 medevacs coming out. I want to make sure there's not going to be any sort of incoming drop that I'm missing here. There they are. Okay. Because based off of what he's got, he can't really engage his army full on. So he's going to go all the way around, drop at the natural. He could completely take this out. There's not a whole lot of probes here. A lot of them transferring over to that 3rd. There's going to be a majority of them over there. But look at this pylon placement from State. He will be actually just going to drop it down. Maybe he thinks that the third expansion might be right there. He could pick off that pylon if it comes within vision. And he doesn't even see it there. Uh-oh, he should have checked forward. There's the pylon. And will we see a reaction quickly coming out of State? Yes, he's going to see there's the scan. He's going to move in, and he might just decide to go ahead and retreat back. Now, if I was Merz, I would definitely take out this pylon. Oh, Merz, I almost called you Dignitas. But lending his talents to the team, we're going to have the missile turrets going down, and it really appears to me like he's expecting some sort of Colossus tech, but all we're seeing is mass gateways here. The Forge pumping out the upgrades. Right now he's at 1. He's going for double armor. So an interesting choice here from State. He has the High Templar coming out. And oh, he might be able to engage this army, but is not going to be able to do too well against it. Not even going to try to micro up against those Zealots. The ones in the back will initiate charge. Uh-oh. But a few of those Zealots getting caught off. And there's a drop. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I missed it. Coming over, it looks like it's going to be completely eliminated. And I think it was going to be a drop and this army combination working together. Unfortunately, as you can see here by a bunch of blood on the ground, that State got the better of that exchange. So State now with just a huge army. And the amount of Zealots might just be way too much. And the High Templar to dish out a lot of damage. There are no tanks out quite yet. We're getting some ghosts. We have 3 in production, but there are no ghosts right here. There are no more bunkers. The Protoss right now could move forward and destroy Merz. I'm pretty confident about this right now. He's going to go right into the natural. And there we see the Guardian Shield pop. Going to be taking out a few of those SCVs. And all he's got to do is do damage here. He could take out this orbital flying away. He's going to take out a few of these supply depots. But this expansion is a wash. Now, State does not know about this one down here that Merz has with the planetary. So a great decision there by State. Poking in, doing damage, but not committing to the battle. We're going to have those ghosts out as well. And, of course, they'll be going after the High Templar, going after those force fields. And is the army going to move out? He's got to protect this third. If he's left on one base, it's instantly going to be a win for State. And, oh, my God, is he actually going to go in for it? He is. Oh, not a good idea. He's going to throw down some storms, though. He kills all the SCVs, so he will take down this planetary. More storms going down on the bio army. The planetary is going to survive, but in he comes for the main army. He knows that's not enough, and he's got enough to beat it. Zealots hurt very badly. There's the blink incoming, and GG, well played from Merz, as we see State stay alive, winning game number 1. A huge, huge gateway army. He just got his RoboBait right around the 15 or 16-minute mark, but the gateway count is what was really impressive from State. He went with that early expansion. It paid off quite well. He got his third established, and then after taking out the third of Merz and going after, the natural of Merz and going after the third, it was game over. GG, as we will see State win game number 1 coming up next. Game 2, and make sure to check out more from the IPL. You can visit them at www.ign.com/IPL. I'm DJ Wheat from OneMoreGame.tv, and we'll be back for game number 2.